You need to figure out which one of these companies is actually serious, because out of those 8 or 9 companies, 1 or 2 of them, it's exactly where you're going to make your money. 7, 8 of those, you're not going to make money. If there's 9 companies, 7, 8, you won't make money. You will make money in 1 or 2. And it's important for you to determine which one that is. Because the company that turns around and says, I haven't given this job to any other recruitment agency. I've just started looking. I need someone, I needed someone yesterday. That is when you will know whether this person is serious or not. So day 10, you've got 8, 9 companies. You need to focus on 1 or 2 companies where they are urgently needing someone. They haven't got it out with too many other recruitment agencies, and you will definitely make money as long as you send the right candidate forward. You send the CVs across. You would have to use a job board, Indeed ads. You may have to use LinkedIn. You would use 3, 4 different ways to find the candidates. You would then have conversations with them, and you would send them forward to the company. You, by the way, at this point cannot stop doing business development, because the worst mistake people make is they get 1 or 2 jobs on and then they just stop. You have to continue doing business development, because you're starting your business and you don't know what's a good business or a bad business until you send CVs and until they come back to you with feedback. Because the only time you can know when a client is serious is when they come back to you on feedback on a CV that you've sent. So you send a CV and they say, yeah, can we organize an interview on Monday or Tuesday? You know this company is now serious. But sometimes what happens is you send CVs and they don't even come back to you, right? Now, that wouldn't happen if you ask the right questions. That wouldn't happen, and you would save a lot of time. And this is why sometimes people don't make money in recruitment, because they don't have the information, they don't have the knowledge, and they don't ask the right questions. Now, every single job that you have on, you should be sending at least 2 CVs minimum to every single job. And it is a case of sending as many CVs as possible, and you will, as long as you're doing business development every single day, whether that's part-time or full-time, you're just doing a little bit every day. I'm very, very confident in 2 or 3 weeks time, you will have a ton of jobs. It's a case now of sending CVs forward, and bearing in mind, you need to make sure the candidates are very, very serious. Don't get too excited. Don't get, overly happy in thinking that you've got this job on, this business is happy to work with you, and you speak to a candidate, he sounds flaky, and you just send him forward. If he sounds flaky, it's fine to send them forward. But remember, you have to then go try finding someone else who sounds more serious than the candidate that you've sent forward as backup, and so you know that you're going to make money with this company. Now, day 11, day 12, it is a case of continuing to doing business development, keeping in touch with the candidates that you've sent forward, making sure they're warm, and making sure they know that they are being put forward to this company. It's a case of now you getting feedback from the companies. You've sent these CVs forward, and you now need to speak to these companies and say, look, I've got these candidates, they're readily available. When can we organize interviews? When are you looking to have chats with them? Put the pressure on them. It's fine, because actually you are not in need of them. They are in need of you, and they are in need of these candidates as well. So I would have an open conversation, and I would say something like, Mr. Client, I completely understand that you're short on time. The issue here is that these candidates are good candidates, and they are interviewing at other places, and I don't want you to miss out on them. So when are you available, so I can at least put something in the diary? You should be trying to take control of every single situation. And so once you take control, things will look better and better. Continue speaking to clients, continue sending CVs forward, but continue doing business development, even if that is 15 minutes a day. And that's on a full-time basis. On a full-time basis, if you've got so many jobs on, like 10 jobs on, so many businesses are needing people, you still do business development in the beginning.